Hi, everybody. Welcome to the final week of our first summer session. So this week you will be working on both modules 7 and 8. Some of you are ahead already, so the rest of you be sure you wrap things up this week. So first module is on respect, on building trust and learning from mistakes. So these are also characteristics of principal leaders. And so we're going to focus on trust with a couple of assignments and then an optional assignment. First, I'm going to focus on learning from mistakes and understanding this concept called learning agility. So this is a concept from the Center for Creative Leadership, and they've written a book about learning agility and the importance of being able to learn in a variety of different ways. Learning agility is the ability and willingness to learn from your experience and apply that learning in the future. Okay? So mistakes are not a failure or a waste of time if we can learn from them. And so there are 4 different aspects of learning agility: seeking, sense-making, internalizing, and applying. So you're going to be given an assessment where you score yourself on each of these areas of learning agility. And then you'll be asked, what does that mean to you? How do your results fit with what you think about yourself? And how might you use this information moving forward? Second topic in respect is reflecting on the 3 C's of trust. And so here's a team-related reading or report on the importance of trust. So we've got the 3 C's of trust we're going to ask you to reflect on in your assignment. So trust of character, trust of communication, and trust of capability. So some background knowledge, and then self-trust is the final component. So the assignment here, 1, is to assess yourself on learning agility. So here is the actual assessment, and so what you'll do is respond to each one of those statements. Is it very much like you? Then you might put 7 for very strongly agree, or very much not like you. You score yourself a 1. And so each of the colored sections is a different of those 4 aspects of learning agility. So you can total the scores from 1 to 5 for seeking, 6 to 10 for sense making, and 11 to 15, etc. Okay, so the highest score for any of those 4 categories is 35. And so you're going to know, are you close to 35 in your score? That's a strength. If it's much lower, that's an area that is not so strong for you. So the discussion board will ask you, what do you think of your score? You don't have to tell everybody your scores. What do you think? Does it look like you? Does it sound like you? Do you exhibit those behaviors? Second, how might you use this information? So if you know that you are strong on seeking, how does that help your team? How might you make others aware of the value of learning agility? And then finally, is there anything you might do differently in the future? Again, knowing about your scores, is there an area where you didn't score as high and you want to seeking? You want to find other people that have strengths in that area, or is there a way that you can consciously contribute your strength to your team? So post and then respond to 2 other posts. The second assignment here is to reflect on the 3 C's, okay, which one resonates with you, and then write a short reflection based on the following prompt. You receive the job of your dreams. What 2 to 3 steps will you take in the first 90 days that will begin building trust related to the 3 C's? And then finally, there's a third optional assignment, capacity for trust matrix, that's not included in your grade. It's not required, but it might be helpful for you in terms of your reflection. The final module, which occurs in week 7 in the summer, since there's not 8 weeks, is serving others before self. And this is kind of the culminating definition of servant leadership. And we will refer you to Robert Greenleaf, who is the one who most famously has publicized and written about and has a website for servant leadership. You'll have an opportunity here to do a self-assessment as well. So what is servant leadership? There's the assessment for you from the Greenleaf website. Let's see, must post to the discussion board is the importance of servant leadership. Some amazing quotes from great leaders. How do we act as principal leaders? So take a look at, again, more from the Greenleaf Foundation. As you look at the key characteristics of servant leadership, which we've talked about throughout this course, which ones do you practice effectively and which ones do you want to work on? So again, whatever you want to share and respond to 2 other posts. And then finally, kind of the culminating experience for this course. And really our goal is to help you think about what kind of leader do you want to be? What kind of leader do you want others to see you become? So how do you want to see yourself? How do you want others to see you? So using everything from the course. And hopefully take that with you into the rest of your program, into your roles, your different roles in life, whether that be as a leader in an organization or in your family or in a partnership. What do you aspire to be? Thanks for sharing your responses with us this semester, and let me know if you have any questions. There's a reference list at the end.